Hello, welcome to this video from Sanjeevani. I am Dr. Ajita, Joint Director of Sanjeevani. At Sanjeevani, we offer free and confidential emotional support to anyone in need, with a special focus on suicide prevention. Our approach is rooted in a deeply human process known as befriending. In this video, I would like to share how this beautiful and life-saving movement began and how it continues to touch lives around the world. Befriending emerged in London during the 1950s, inspired by the compassion and vision of Reverend Chatvara, an Anglican priest devoted to alleviating human sufferings. The seed of this movement was planted much earlier in 1935 when the young Reverend Chatvara, then in his mid-20s, conducted his very first funeral service, that of a 14-year-old girl who had taken her own life. The tragedy struck him deeply. The girl, unaware of the meaning of her first menstruation, had mistaken it for a venereal disease, and in her fear and isolation, found no one she could confide in. Profoundly moved by this heartbreaking incident, Chatvara resolved to dedicate his life to listening and helping. He began offering counseling and promoting sex education, determined that no one should feel so alone and misunderstood again. His quiet efforts began to take shape in the post-war years of 1950s London, a city still scarred by loss and uncertainty after World War II. Amid the grief, dislocation, and emotional despair that filled the streets, many people felt hopeless and suicide rates were alarmingly high. In this context, Chatvara's initiative of befriending became a beacon of empathy, offering comfort, understanding, and the healing power of human connection. While serving as a priest, Reverend Chatvara also offered counseling to people in distress. However, with so many individuals seeking help, he found it impossible to attend to everyone personally. To bridge this gap, he invited a few young volunteers to assist him. Their role was very simple, that is, to welcome the visitors, record their details, and stay with them until their turn came. But something remarkable happened there. That is, as these visitors began speaking openly to the volunteers, who simply listened with kindness, patience, and without judgment, these visitors started to feel lighter, calmer, and more hopeful. Chatvara soon realized that listening itself was healing. That insight led to the birth of Befriending, a voluntary, compassionate service designed to reach those who feel alone and hopeless. People who contemplate suicide often live in deep isolation. They feel unseen, unheard, and misunderstood. Their world is filled with criticism, advice, and judgment, but rarely with genuine empathy. What they long for most is someone who can truly listen, and also someone who can hear their pain without trying to fix it, and who can simply be there with warmth and understanding. This is the essence of befriending. The organization founded by Reverend Chatvara became known as the Samaritans, and its message of care quickly spread across the United Kingdom and then across the world. Today, this compassionate initiative continues to grow under the umbrella of Befrienders World Wide, with programs operating in 37 countries. At Sanjeevani, our volunteers are specially trained to listen with empathy, be non-judgmental, and gently guide individuals away from thoughts of suicide towards rediscovering hope and new possibilities. In India, there are now 14 active befriending centers coordinated by the Befrienders Initiative. In Kerala, we have 4 befriending centers. Maitri Kochi, Life Bridge Suicide Prevention Center Kozhikode, Pradiksha Paravur, and Sanjeevani Trivandrum. The other Indian centers are Sumaitri, New Delhi, Saath, Ahmedabad, Sneha, Chennai, Lifeline, Kolkata, Roshni, Hyderabad, Ankahi, Mumbai, Connecting, Pune, Jeevan, Jamshedpur, Coach, Goa, Nesham, Erode. The services from all these centers are free. Biggest challenge today is the lack of public awareness about these life-saving services. If you are watching this video, please subscribe, like, share and talk about the befriending centers. You never know whose life you might touch. And if you ever feel emotionally low or burdened with suicidal thoughts, please reach out to us. We are here to listen. Remember, you are not alone. Help us spread this message of hope and compassion. Together, we can save lives and restore hope in the hearts of those who need it most. Thank you. Once again, please like, share and subscribe the video.